Right next to Meas Family Homestay in Theat is Hope for Happiness, a school that has been giving kids in the village extra educational opportunities for nearly 20 years. The school was started by Siphen Meas after she saw how many kids, especially girls, were dropping out after 9th grade because they didn't have the support or opportunities to continue their education. Today, more than 200 students from grades 5 through 12 come here after their regular school day. Besides the usual subjects, they also learn practical skills that prepare them for life beyond the classroom. When you stop by, you're immediately surrounded by smiling, curious kids. Students are busy in the classrooms and the library, while others are outside playing during the break. There's something happening everywhere, and there's an incredible sense of energy and optimism. But rather than hearing it from me, I'll let Paul from Sonas Cambodia tell you a bit more about the school and the work they're doing here.
Actually, Linda's auntie, Siphen, she had started a little school with a vision that, the girls should be going for further education, not in the factories. So she mentioned to me that 75% of our girl students will drop at grade 9 and end up in the factories. So she was running a little school, and I found that was very powerful. So I thought, okay, so that's why we have a school, and she called it Hope for Happiness. And I love that concept, right? So for us, the education is not just learning English. It's about the mindset, right? This little school has created more than 21 leaders who have masters and PhDs, and they work with the government, work abroad. So that's all about, it's not that there is a lack of education in other schools. It's actually, no one is talking about what is your purpose, what purpose you want to live, what problems you want to solve. So that's what in our schools, we create that environment of learning, and where we connect all the people, where these young people start to have the exposure to the people who they meet, and they say like, wow, like what is this person doing in this village? And I want to be like that person. I want to be a doctor. I want to be an engineer. So that's why school or education is so important part of that. And then you have seen in the class, other thing is we want them to be able to express themselves. So then the next thing comes is communication skills. So it's very natural here. So they have the chance to talk to other people other than their parents and just the school. So they are now have the opportunity to speak to people who come here or other family members, and they also are encouraged to basically learn how to communicate with all different sort of age groups and diverse backgrounds. Entrepreneurship is a natural environment for us because it's everything here is like there are multiple examples. And then the third thing is the mentorship. So the students who have become successful, like Linda is teaching there, reason is she's from this school, right?
Yeah.
So there are many students who will get a chance sometime during Khmer New Year or something, they will come back to their village, hometown, they will come visit the school. So that also helps. And we also enforce that, give them the example that this person, she is doing that, teaching at a Michigan University, or this person is working in the government. So that also creates that peer-to-peer mentorship. Our goal is actually creating the environment of creativity. Also, it's more of a play school. You see these kids are actually, so we have created this sort of like, not just focus on the books. So most of the kids who come to the school, they are in a safe environment where they can freely play. And it's more of their emotional build-up. So they are surrounded by other friends, and we are letting them be creative within that environment. And because there's a weaving next door, and then we have the guests coming, so they are also watching what are their mothers are working there, or people who are coming to buy these products. So that creates a natural environment where they are curious that why are people coming to see the weaving, or why are people coming to learn how to make soap. There are two very important women who are from Canada. So they were running different schools in Cambodia. And there were a lot of challenges. So but they've been doing amazing work. When they start to come to the homestay, they're like, what you're doing is amazing. They were raising funds and they're coming here. What was happening is like then these schools almost, there was a thing of like very well-intentioned people who has raised hundreds of thousands of dollars, and people really destroyed them basically, right? So some people took advantage, and then they came, so they knew us, and it's like, how do you do that, right? So this, so and it's like, and they were helping us to take our product selling income in Canada. So after that, Linda's dad and uncle basically said, okay, we should actually reach out to the local communities, because this particular school at Homestay, people were queuing up to come here because it had become a model of success, because a lot of students from here ended up at the university and getting good jobs. So parents were actually sending their kids to here. So that's the same model then we said to them, like, it should be focused on creating talent, and has to be also the type of teachers who are teaching there. So they're not just teaching there to get the salary. So here, so now there are 5 schools, and this school is part of that school now. So school, we built that school, and school was running long time ago, but then now there are 3 teachers, right? So it becomes, so these women are now collaborating with us on all schools, but the same model stays. So these are after hour schools. You come afternoon, and there you have library, you have computer, and you have basically learning center where you learn about different sort of skills. And all these schools are doing the same thing. And these teachers are basically, before we were paying teachers from our own profit, because but now Patty and Barbara, they also take our products, they sell these products, and they invest that profit into the schools. So it's a full circle actually.